It's a little hot today at Lincoln Financial Field, but keep in mind it is technically still summer as we get you ready for some football in Philly. Today we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
Truly one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league, is willing to do whatever it takes to win and plays through a lot of adversity and continues to do it at a high level in his high 30s. Trying to make another run at the Super Bowl here in his 17th season.
First run now for Kyron Williams. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Stafford. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Play action. Stafford. Right back to Atwell. That's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Short throw. It's Higbee. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Stafford to Higbee there. Rams first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense, because to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it, because 4 for 4 already, I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution, because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
A 49-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Led his team to one of the best regular seasons in the NFL last season, but really elevated his play during the postseason, and once again was a monster in the Super Bowl. He's led his team to at least 11 wins in each of the last 3 seasons. He doesn't expect this year to be any different.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down at the 41.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They go play action with Hurts. He's got Smith here. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how they'll show the defense.
A gain there of 21 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Hurts going to keep it running right. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. It doesn't work too well.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
Rams 3. Jake Elliott to kick
now
off.
After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, he shifts past him. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
First down, Los Angeles.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. That's a jet sweep. This is Adams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
First down.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
Back to throw, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
2nd and 10.
To the air again, Stafford.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. And his kick here is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Over the middle, complete. That's Smith.
Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle first down.
For Eagles, first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
It's complete to Brown, right side. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. Here is 3rd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. Hurts. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
That's good for an Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So he stopped for no gain. And now it's 3rd and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, he had the right idea, but there was no one open downfield, so he climbed the pocket and took off. But what a nice job by the defense to stop him short of the first down.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally, you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Now a 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it.
He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end over the middle. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
For the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Stafford. They'll find a man over the middle. 2-2 Atwell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Now Stafford. Pass complete there to McCoy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Again, it's Stafford. It's caught here by Adams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
First down.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So no gain on the play. And it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. A toss to the wide side. This is Williams. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
He's got his target. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Williams diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Eagles 10.
So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it was capped off by the Kyren Williams touchdown run.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Oh, look at the juke.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
And out now come the Eagles. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 39. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now a 2nd and 6. Here's Hurts to throw. He delivers the money to Goddard, complete.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 25-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 16, Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits were on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Elliott on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now the Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stafford. Throws left side. Atwell's got it. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
To the air again, Stafford. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun snap for Stafford. They'll get this one complete to Atwell. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This pass hauled in by Dotson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for an Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you've got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 35, here's the 2nd down and 6. Again, it's Barkley. And a short game down to about the 33. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
A 50-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this will stay a 4-point game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
17 yards. 1st down, Rams.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Throwing is Stafford. He'll drop this down to Williams. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Here's Stafford. He'll find a man over the middle, Tutu Atwell. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into sixes.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And they rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as he's up to the 44-yard line.
That's good for an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they run to Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Hurts. That is caught. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 40. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from Rams territory now, it's first and 10, right at the 40. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 62 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
On second, Hurts follows it. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often happen than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards that time. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Kyron Williams with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have taken the lead here in this third quarter. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, we try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
They begin with a run by Barkley. Powers through, and he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 68 yards rushing for him now to this point.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 2. They're going to look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Again to Barkley out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They give the tackle to Quentin Lake.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Finding room at midfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Devontae Smith. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. It'll be first and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Hurts with a quick throw, complete. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Second and goal from inside the 5. And it's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have taken a fourth quarter lead. Reed was there, got it to him quickly and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
The Eagles will set up for the two-point conversion.
Hurts will throw. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more.
Eagles 25, Rams 22.
So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Rams offense and Matthew Stafford set to take over once again. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. To throw is Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Now 2nd and 3. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Here comes the Rams punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. They'll start by running the option right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Here's Hurts to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. The Rams offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll send Adams in motion left. Stafford. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7. Stafford now to throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a gain of 5. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now it's Stafford. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
First down, Rams.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Stafford. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Back to throw. Stafford. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
That's a ball he needs to let go of there. Wasn't the most time in the world to work through his progression, but NFL quarterbacks, they've got a sense to pressure. They've got that internal clock, and the ball has to be gone. And if you're not going to escape and run for it, you have to let it go before the pressure gets to you and puts you on the ground.
So they'll try to move the ball closer here on 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. From the gun, here's Stafford. A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
That's caught by his tight end, Kylan Granson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
First and 10
These guys certainly are not hiding what their
line.
intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Out left to Dotson. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Tight end. Oh, some strong running. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert, 42 yards. And the Eagles are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead.
And there's a situation where as a tight end, once he gets that end zone in his sights, he's not going to back down from anyone. He doesn't worry about running to daylight. He doesn't mind running through contact. That's totally fine by him.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And you get a look at the numbers, so they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
He hits Adams complete. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So a decent gain there, but not their fourth consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. Did they maybe play that too safely on third down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but they didn't help him a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have fourth down to try and pick it up.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to get it back to a one-score game. And this one is right through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So we're back to a one-score game, and now you figure we'll likely see an onside kick.
Yeah, they've only got the one timeout remaining, so I think they've got to take a chance at getting the ball back.
So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again.
And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the
Happy Wednesday, hey everyone.
This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.
What's up, my man Daniel? You came in at the last minute, bro. I'm finna put another game on, though. The mic won't be on, but I'm finna put another game on. I apologize.